Hey YouTubers, we're back with another episode of Face Lamp, and it's one of our pajama fan theories where we get together in our pajamas and we talk about whatever we want, movies, comics, whatever the good stuff is.
But I forgot my pajamas because they dragged me out of my home.
He's an idiot. Anyway, tonight we're going to be talking about the movie that just came out, The Force Awakens. Huge Star Wars fans. Anyway, we want to talk about a couple things. The thing I want to talk about is that, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen the movie, I would recommend not continuing in this video. But
we're going to be spoiling the whole movie, by the way, not just a big part of it.
Which there will be a big part spoiled, so don't watch. Anyway,
yeah.
Han Solo dies, as us who've seen the movie know.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing I want to talk about is how, not Chewie Morning, is how when Rey finds Luke Skywalker on the island in the ocean.
And his eyes, they say everything.
She walks up the mountain and he's just standing there. And if you notice, his robes are very light. Now, if you go back to the series The Clone Wars.
Jedi ceremonial funeral robes.
Jedi ceremonial funeral robes. Why would he be wearing those unless a friend of his just died, Han Solo? And if you notice, at his feet, there's a tombstone made of rocks. We believe that Luke Skywalker is mourning the death of his friend Han Solo because he felt it through the Force. Now you might say he couldn't possibly feel that through the Force, but it shows it in the movie because Leia, when Han dies, she kind of sits down and she's kind of like, so you know that this can happen.
One more time. How'd that go?
So we do believe that he is mourning Han's death, and that's just awesome because the dynamic between those two and the original movies was just awesome, and that just, it makes me feel in here.
It's just...
Okay, now, the next thing we want to talk about is the fact that we think that Rey is Luke's daughter.
We think that Rey is Luke's daughter because, one, when she does her whole psychometry, which is the word for when she touches an object and feels its events to the Force, when she does that, you see her as a little kid on Jakku, and what's her presumably family leaves away, but that ship looks remarkably similar to a First Order transport shown early in the movie, and I believe that Kylo Ren might have stolen her from her father, Luke Skywalker, and left her on Jakku, because he was not wise enough or powerful enough in the Force to train her. And also, when Kylo Ren is interrogating Rey, when he's interrogating Rey,
The mind reading,
yeah, and he's like, ooh, and he's like, ooh, and all the wooshy stuff, he says what she's thinking, and he says that when she is alone, she imagines an ocean, and she imagines an island, and it sounded like, what are you doing, cameraman?
Okay, anyway, what we think is, at the end of the movie, when she was going to where Luke Skywalker was, you see a big ocean and an island.
Luke Skywalker is on an island, on an ocean,
like
just
Kylo
like
Ren
in her
was
dream.
describing, that she thinks about.
And also, Luke's face, it just looks as though he's feeling something through the Force that is a feeling he hasn't felt in a long time, since his daughter was stolen from him by Kylo Ren and he went into hiding.
And why would Luke Skywalker's lightsaber be calling to Rey if Rey wasn't somehow connected to Luke Skywalker in the Force?
Because Kylo Ren reaches for it and tries to Force pull it, but it shoots past him and goes to Rey.
Because it has a connection through Luke to Rey in the Force.
The Force is strong in this one.